Today we are going to go over how to approve hours for our student employees. We will usually approve students' hours as we edit and review their hours. As you get more comfortable with Time Clock Plus, you will probably find it easier to combine the two functions. For right now, we will go to Student, then Edit Hours, and double-click on the student's name that we need to work with, and see that their time appears. We have already corrected this student's time, so we will look over the time once more to be sure it appears correct. Then we can either right-click on each time segment and select Approve in Management, or we can click on the time segment at the top and hold down the Shift key and click on the time segment at the bottom, select all of the correct time segments. We will then right-click and select Approve in Management, and now see the red check mark next to the times we have approved. We should never approve a time that shows that the student is still clocked in. If the student has more than one job and we do not have access to the other job, we will need to select only the time segments that apply to our job to approve. Otherwise, Time Clock Plus will return an error. In this case, we'll hold down the Control key and select only the time segments that apply to our job. Then we can right-click and select Approve, Management, and this selection will be approved. We see this by the red check mark next to each approved time segment. We also need to look to be sure the student has approved their own time, which is indicated by the blue check mark next to each time segment. If any are not approved, we should contact the student and ask them to approve these segments. Once we have gone through and corrected and approved all of our students' times, we can review to be sure we are finished by going to Student, then Approval Manager. We'll then select the dates for this payroll, this will show us any of our students' times for this period that still lack approvals. There is an Approve option from the screen, but if you are back up to another student employee supervisor, performing an Approve All from here will approve all of your students, as well as any other students you may have access to. It is important to remember that time segments lacking either your supervisor approval or the student's approval will appear on the screen. From here, you can approve all and choose Management, or if you accidentally approve all students, you can also undo this by clicking the Unapprove All, then Management.